So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If this is your first time tuning in. So now we're sitting here on the Frio River, which was what leads into Choke Canyon. We're gonna go down there to the boat ramp, check it out, see what it looks like. Again, it's sitting at around 23 and some change in capacity. It's dropped about one whole percentage, which is the one that feeds to Choke Canyon. It's dropped one whole percentage in about a month. So it's dropped a lot of water. Choke Canyon holds a lot of water. So 1% loss is a huge amount of water, huge amount of volume of water. But again, my name is Robert. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, like button, helps me out tremendously, helps out the channel a lot as well. And stay tuned, we are gonna get the drone up in the air, give you guys an aerial, bird's eye view, eagle view, as we're in the United States, eagle view of the river. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So they redid this whole parking lot here on the Frio. All of this, all the way from here until you drive into the main highway, is all brand spanking new. It looks awesome. Smells like tar or the asphalt. Smells, I kind of like that smell, honestly, but some people might not. But yeah, it does smell good for me personally. But yeah, it is all brand new, newly done, and it looks good. Now again, for those of you guys who have never tuned into the channel, I give you guys updates. Now we're gonna go ahead and do like monthly updates, maybe even bi-monthly updates, because you know now the lakes are kind of more stabilized, and they'll probably drop, you know, ever so often, and we'll go ahead and keep you guys updated on all the lake levels as well, the river levels. So for those of y'all who have never seen the channel before, this river is what feeds the Choke Canyon Lake downstream, and all this flows from the hill country over in the Valley area. Any of the water that falls in that area is going to make its way down here. And so that's what we're sitting on here, is the Frio. This is kind of like the mouth of the Choke Canyon Reservoir. Now all this water, well, all this river used to have water all in here, as you can tell from the dock itself. The water used to sit pretty high. Back in the day, you used to almost have to duck your head underneath that bridge back over there. That's how high the water used to be. Today, that is no longer a concern or an issue. And most recently, the water got up to, well, we'll just walk down there and show you guys, but the water did get a little higher recently because of the floods that happened in the hill country area of Texas. But since then, it's also come back down as well. So it's kind of been, I thought I heard something running through that grass. Since then, it's come back down since the severe flooding up in the hill country. And this is kind of where the water got up to. You can kind of tell with all the debris that's kind of pushed up, especially right in here. You can kind of see that there's some debris pushed up against these trees, all this dead stuff, all this brown area. Even across on the other side of the river, you can tell where the water used to be just about a month ago, 30 days ago. The water was all the way up there. And then today, we're sitting at a very different story. Now we'll see if we find any fish in here. Again, we went to the other boat ramp so we could see a bunch of fish. And here it's a little bit warmer. It's already a little bit later in the day too. So there's some small minnows, small bluegill in there. Nothing super crazy, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, just about a month ago, all the water was all the way up to where these brown, the green and brown contrast kind of happened on the tree lines. That's where the water got all the way up to, and did get all the way back up into here. And then over the past 30 days, it's been kind of just steadily pacing itself back down to where it was before. So the bridge, which I was talking about earlier, is down this way. It's super hard to get to now because everything's overgrown. And as far as bank fishermen, you guys still have some availability on the left-hand side. You guys can still fish on this side. Boats, you can probably still launch boats in here. The boat ramp itself goes down still quite a ways. I would say another maybe 15, 20 feet. So you still have about another 15, 20 feet from the start of the pavement to where the boat ramp ends, which is probably plenty for most of you guys who are going to be launching boats. Unless you have a super huge boat, probably not, but for most people it's probably just fine. And we have a bunch of bluegill actually just came up back in there. So yeah, that's what we have for the boat ramp. And again, for bank fishermen, you have a little bit of fishing ways on the left hand side, and on the right hand side probably not, unless you bring a machete or a weed whacker. Probably not gonna be able to get over here and do any kind of fishing. But yeah, that's gonna be a quick little wrap up of the Frio. Again, as the water starts coming back down, we'll go ahead and start walking more, and I'll keep you guys updated on the river level itself. It's kind of stopped flowing for a while there, for about a week. It was kind of keeping up with the heat and the evaporation, And now it's gotten to the level where the flow no longer is sustained to keep up with the amount of evaporation happening. Now here in Texas, we have been having 104, 105 degrees, all the way up to about 106 degrees for about the past 7 consecutive days. It's been extremely hot, so you can only imagine what's happening to the river levels and lake levels as that heat just continues to take its toll on the water. And then at night, I don't know about here specifically, but on my property, it gets pretty windy. And I can tell it dries out my lake when it's really windy. It does dry it out a little bit faster. But we're gonna go ahead and get the drone up in the air, and so stay tuned, enjoy the music, and let me catch my breath. Enjoy the music, enjoy the aerial shots, enjoy the aerial footage, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be careful, be good, take care, God bless. See you guys later, bye-bye.